That was the question that he was asking. We got somebody started mixing the drink. It's just like, hey, brother, we got some nice cold waters right here. Got some nice cold waters left. Right? Better turn it down. I don't want no water. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's hot. You know what I'm saying? The sun out here beaming on your back and on your neck. Feeling like it's 100 degrees. And you get offered what the brother has. You say, I don't want it. That's no different, you know what I'm saying, than this truth right here, man. Brothers and sisters out here suffering. They out here, you know what I'm saying, tormented. Whatever else. You want the the suffering to stop. You want to stop going to the funerals. You wonder why all that hell is coming upon you. When you get offered, you turn it down. Did you really want it in the first place? That's the question. Okay? So definitely, I'm saying, shows a difference in, you know, a brother, a sister, of course, though, when they're asked, when they're offered, they turn it down. I was talking last night briefly about the rich man who was told about what he would need to do in order to enter into the kingdom. When he was told, he walked away sorrowful. Nah, you don't want the kingdom. It's great possessions. Yeah. Give up just a little bit that you got. You know what I'm saying? Because that possession is going to do what? Or double. Yeah. What's one of the biggest? Let me ask you this. What is one of the biggest reasons why brothers and sisters, why could Al Sharpton not be in the truth? Why could what's his why do I want to say Jesse Owens? Not Jesse Owens. Jesse Jackson. Why could Jesse Jackson, you know, not come into the truth?
Because it takes a humble spirit. I was just telling my girl about it. It takes a humble spirit actually to accept it. You know, and they got a greedy, prideful spirit. Like they're already exhausted. They think they know it all. They can't come to the realization that they don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know it. They got to sit back and be a baby and learn. And plus, they got so much money. Like you said, he said, I'll get the kingdom. He told him everything to do. He was sad. And one daughter. Can't do that. Can't give away everything I have.
But I mean, like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? If we looked at the civil rights movement, if we looked at the Black Panthers, if we looked at politicians today, why could they not? Why would they not come into the Israelite school to respect the knowledge? Even if you looked at, you know, other camps outside of here, what is preventing them from coming into One West? One West, I.S.U.P.K.
I would say the humble spirit.
All right. Humble spirit. Tonight's class, Brotherhood class, right? So when you think about it from a brotherhood stance, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you have siblings. You got siblings? Older, younger?
Older and younger.
All right, cool. So you know what it's like, you know what I'm saying, being a younger brother. You know what it's like to be an older brother. So think about you being an older brother to your younger sibling. whether it's a difference of 5 years, whether it's a difference of 10 years. What are most people like?
Confrontational. They don't want to listen to the older brother.
Okay, yeah, confrontational, right? But you as an older brother, you know what I'm saying, you know, your younger brother, your younger siblings, they want to go to the water park, you know what I'm saying? They want to go play Pop Rangers or something of that nature. I don't know what that is, but it just sounded like whatever. Pop Rangers. They wanted to go do, you know, they want to go to Chuck E. Cheese, and they want to play in the ball pit, right? You 16, 17, you know what I'm saying, and your younger siblings want to go to play in the ball pit. They want to go to jump zone. You know what I'm saying? They want to go to jump zone. They want to jump around and play around and have fun and whatever else, though. So, what would prevent you from doing that?
Too old.
Say that again?
Too old.
You're too old. You're too old to have fun?
You mean to be going with the kids, though?
So you're too old to go to the beach?
You say jump.
Jump zone? What's wrong with jump zone?
Yeah,
Pop Ranger.
You little kid, I'm telling them how we ain't doing that. You and me.
Yeah, so now, you know what I'm saying, think about when you was that younger brother. You know what I'm saying? When you was that younger sibling, and your older sibling could have did that same thing. How did you feel? How did you know what I'm saying, how did it make you respond after you told, nah, we're not going to go play Pop Ranger. We're not going to go to jump zone. We're not going to go to Sky Zone. I think it's Sky Zone. I said jump zone. I'm making stuff up.
I don't know. I guess like you don't want to do what I want to do. Like you don't want to have fun. Sure.
I remember, you know what I'm saying, as a younger brother, you know what I'm saying, I used to kind of like nag my older brother. He's getting older, almost kicking in. What does he want to do? He wants girls. I can't be, should I be mad at him? No, but there's an age difference, right? He wants to go out and chase girls and everything else, though. And I want to play basketball and, you know, play video games and whatever else, though. He like, I don't got time for that. I got these women out here, these young ladies out here that I got some meat I need to go get. His focus is somewhere else. Not focused on me, right? That can be discouraging. I say that because when you look at our leaders, we look at our politicians, we look at, you know, religious groups and whatever else that's going on, their focus is not the desires of their brothers, the desires of their sisters, is it? What's their focus on? All right.
Money.
They're focused on money.
Fame. Status.
Mm-hmm. If we were to 1 Timothy chapter 6, hey, Shalom, I feel you. You ain't never too old to play no video games. I feel you though. There's a lot of people who will say, you know what I'm saying, it's childish to play video games. Look, that's the thing. I got some. I may have more important items to focus on. You know what I'm saying, video games. The amount of time I put towards video games just window. I ain't gonna hold you. PS5 come out. Yeah, listen. Oh man, PS5. Let me get one of them. Man, no PS5s. All right, man. And it's like I still have my PlayStation 2, my PS3. Actually, no, I don't have my PS2. I got my PS1. I got the PS1. You know what I'm saying? The 1997 version. Right. The 1997 version. I got my PS3. I got my PS4. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a PS5, but it's just one of those, whenever I get a chance to, when I get around to it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have time to sit down and really play video games like that. I got this work that I got to focus on. Feel me? So for brothers and sisters, it's not the case. I got to focus on what I got to focus on because I'm saying my brothers and sisters need my help. If it wasn't for the brothers and sisters that showed me compassion, you feel me? I was shown compassion. I was shown mercy. They gave me some understanding. Now I'm out here messing up. All right, listen, don't do that again. Come on, constant. They had to be patient. Be patient. Eventually, I was like, oh man, he good. He running thing. He's doing his own thing. But it's just like if I wasn't shown that patience, if it wasn't being kind, if it wasn't being understanding, as frustrating as it may have been. Listen, it gets frustrating. But that someone else showed me passion. That's why this Bible is so amazing. Because it teaches us, you know what I'm saying, to show compassion. It teaches us, you know what I'm saying, to love one another. It teaches us to judge us the same way that we would want to be judged ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm gonna hold you accountable, but you can't hold me accountable. I don't want the Most High to put me to death. You know what I'm saying? Because I broke the law or I looked at somebody, you know, and felt some kind of way. You should be put to death, you know what I'm saying, for whatever crime you committed, whatever action you committed. That's, you know what I'm saying, what's so amazing about the Bible and the scriptures. Because it teaches us, you know what I'm saying, how to love one another. It teaches us how to have compassion towards one another. So when we see our brothers and sisters who are out here completely lost and destroyed, we learn to have a little bit of patience. We learn to have a little bit of understanding. I was on my way to the school and I'm driving behind this car and I'm like, what in the world am I looking at? And I looked at it. They got a sign up there that said Black Lives Matter. They said I didn't go to church today because I'm too busy being a witchcraft, being a witch, or practicing witchcraft, and learning how to be a lesbian. That is what it was on the car. I said, look, if you can see that. I did my best to take a photo of it, but you see Black Lives Matter is right next to it, ain't it? Mm-hmm. Black Lives Matter is right there next to it. It's just like, what else did they have on there? They had a whole lot of nonsense on their vehicles. They had a little ferry up there. It was just one of those. It's just one of those situations. It's like, goddamn. But look at the case of Brittany Griner. Did you? If you tuned into the radio show last night, as Commander YAHANNA and General Muhammad, you know what I'm saying, they were going in on it. The case of Brittany Griner, in which that there is a tribute. There is a tribute. There are praise dancers for Brittany Griner. What? You know what I'm saying? The hell? Seriously. Brittany Griner, you know what I'm saying, she went up there to make money. And she made some money. She was getting paid, you know what I'm saying, like $1 million or something like that. At least compared to her 600,000 or 300,000 that she was getting paid here in the US. I would have just stayed up there. Now I've got to travel back and forth, you know what I'm saying, on the border. I'm sure that the medical doctors and stuff, you know what I'm saying, could have provided her, you know what I'm saying, great service for $1 million. God damn. But the problem that we have when it comes to us correcting one another, when it comes to us showing each other's patience, we'll be very patient, you know what I'm saying? What's the cat who's out there doing the Atlanta taking that back. What's his name? Real estate investor. He got jammed up some time ago. And they say it was nothing but a scam. Man, it's not 27 minutes from New York. I remember when I was hearing his sister talk about it, I was just like, that don't sound too wild. Nonetheless, I'm saying they sat there and they showed him patience. Investments about 5 years ago. Where's the money at? Where's your return at? It was a crowdfunding. Let's see if I can find it. This is when I say the name, y'all know. That's him. That's him. What's his name? They raised $6.5 million. Jay Morrison. God damn, I couldn't remember. Jay Morrison. They gave Jay Morrison roughly around six. It says 2018. That's it, about 5 years ago, right? 2018. Yeah, you have to think I'm lying. Nah, I won't just make this up. Whatever happened, that's the question. Whatever happened, whatever came, I'm saying, of that real estate investment, whatever came of those monies. Let's get it. There it goes. That's Jay right there. Jay Morrison. It's the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. How could I forget that? The Tulsa Real Estate Fund. There it goes. Roommates, we just found out about a couple in Atlanta who was buying back the block. Ernestine Johnson and her fiance, Jay Morrison, launched the first 100% Black-owned SEC Regulation A Tier 2 real estate crowdfund ever. See this date? What's that date out here? By TSR, June 3rd, 2018. June 3rd, 2018. I heard about it. I said, God damn. This sister told me about what she was doing and how she was putting money. I said, you can do it if you want to, though, but I don't encourage it. So here it goes. The Tulsa Real Estate Fund was named in honor of the historic Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, just 24 hours after their IPO initial public offering on Friday. Ernest and J were able to raise over $5 million. It's now been about 40 hours, and they've raised $6.5 million total. In a matter of 40 hours, they raised $6.5 million with the promise to buy back the block in Atlanta. We're going to put monies back. We're going to put ownership back to ourselves. Now, I ain't going to hold you. I'm not trying to, stop and put any shade, you know what I'm saying, on us. But what is the status of that now? Let's look. Let's look. What happened to Tulsa? Here it goes. Tulsa Real Estate Funds. Again, we're announcing that we will be closing the Tulsa Real Estate Funds on April 19, 2020. The time now to take action. If you'd like to own a piece of legacy, we have 22 days. The fund is closed to new investors. This is April 2020. All right. February 24, 2024. They're headed to phase 2. Real estate fund begins phase 2 development. Historic crowdfund builds media and events studio in East Point, Georgia, opportunity zone. Atlanta Tulsa Real Estate Fund. The first Black-owned region regulation A+ Tier 2 impact fund designated to resurrect and expand Black Wall Street, announced shortly after the 3rd anniversary of the launch of the Tulsa Real Estate Fund on January 20th, beginning phase 2 development at Legacy. We are now in 2022. This fund started when? 2018. The fund started back in 2018. It takes 3-5 years. I mean, they raised $6.5 million within 40 hours. 6.5. Can you imagine that? 6.5. Let's go back to what it says. The couple tells us that the fund was designed for non-accredited investors to begin a journey of wealth building with an investment of $500. Investors will receive 10 shares of ownership, unlike the industry standard. Each investor receives an 8% preferred return and 50% of their portrayed share of their profits, making everyone an equity partner. Sound good, right? Sound good. This is 2018. Here we are, you know what I'm saying, 2022. Right? How long does it take, you know what I'm saying, for them to build the upstate over here?
They built fast.
Yeah, that building, they put it up, started last year. They're about finished. I mean, what are you building? $6.5 million? With all the student housing that you could have done? Like, what are you trying to invest into? With all the entertainment that comes there, right? What are you trying to do? Yes, that there are certain standards when it comes down to investments, regulations, and everything else. You have to personally own so much money, especially if you're A+. But I can get something that's going to lead me higher. I mean, 8% return. 8% return. I mean, we can do the math. I can put the formula together, of course, though, run this table and show you the difference of 8% return. Or you can do like some of the other brothers and sisters who took the stimulus check, invested, and turn, you know what I'm saying, into a $100,000 business.
A lot of them markets.
So hold your peace for a second. All right, if you want, raise your hand. You know what I'm saying? But it's the point where we want that easy button. Easy button. Easy button. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's easy. Oh, $500. That's a nice dollar amount. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to see driving it. I don't need to see you driving in a Mercedes Benz, a Bentley, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, a Rolls Royce. You driving around in my money. Mismanagement of came from host management. Here's what the scripture says. 1 Timothy chapter 6. Starting at verse 10. Go ahead, read it out.
For the love of money, no, 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
Is the what?
The root of all evil.
It's the what?
The root of all evil.
The root of all evil comes from the love of money. We out here running the desire, you know what I'm saying, for us to get rich quick. We got all these real estate investors, you know what I'm saying, Mr. 500. I know y'all know who he is. Everybody's coming out here talking, oh, Mr. 500, you know what I'm saying? He's selling his classes for real estate investment, you know what I'm saying, for almost $5,000 now. He started out, you know what I'm saying, with $100, $100. Eventually, it went up to $500. And I listen, don't hold me. Don't hold me on it, but the knowledge and information, you know what I'm saying, so wow, I ain't investing into it. I ain't need to. You know what I'm saying? I got my own thing I'm working on. I take the time, I do the research myself. I go find and connect with brothers and sisters. Hey, sis, you know, what you got going on here? All right, cool. Look, this is what I got. This is what I know. Let's put the information and knowledge together. You know what I'm saying, put a business plan together. Write it out. Like, you could have took that $3,500 and you probably could have paid, you know what I'm saying, that credit card off and boosted your credit score. You could have took that $3,500 and invested into a property yourself. I mean, you can get, you know what I'm saying, with as little as 3% down. In certain cases, they had type of programs that allowed you to get less than 3% down. Oh my. They have these 403B programs or 403K something programs just in New York State. So with 3.5% down, you know what I'm saying, and then they offer you a loan to fix up and repair, and they put it right back in. So now you can invest it. Look, don't listen. This is not financial guidance and anything. Like, I am not teaching that. I'm not telling you to go do this. This is not that at all. I'm giving this as an example. This is commentary. Whatever you want to go invest in, whatever you want to focus on, you go do that. But I'm just saying that you got to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? You don't get wealthy, you don't get rich, you know what I'm saying, by not doing any work. You think Elon Musk just woke up, brilliant idea. He went out and he worked with whoever he had to work with, his team of people. Mark Zuckerberg worked together with his team of people. If you paid attention, you know what I'm saying, to the radio show last night, good night. GPS is being used for all sorts of technology, though. You know who created it? My sister. My sister did. But guess what? Why aren't we getting the benefits from it? Why are we not growing and flourishing from it? You had a question up or a comment?
I was just saying, I was just gonna say that a lot of them markets, a lot of them plans, they crashed along with the pandemic and all these diseases and all this stuff that's going on with the economy. A lot of them things crashed.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. Regardless of if the look, man. If you saw, I'm not giving financial advice. You know, my slave prevents me from doing all that type of stuff. Anyways. But what I'm just saying is, if you took the time, let's just say, for example, you're a tech, you know what I'm saying, you're a tech journal, right? You stay up to date on tech. You stay up to date on, oh man, I remember, you know what I'm saying, years ago, I had a professor that used to talk to me in the class about Bluetooth. Bluetooth is in everything. You want some AirPods. What does it use? You got your speakers, you know what I'm saying, set up, you know, to your phone for a party. What does it use? What's in cell phones? That speaker back there. What's in there? Bluetooth. I have a speaker in the ceiling. And it's a fan. Guess what's in it? What's in your car? Bluetooth technology. If you was so fortunate to do your research and find out about this thing called Bluetooth, and you invested in Bluetooth, well, you're good, huh? You might have diversified, you know what I'm saying, over different tech companies that's working on this thing called Bluetooth. But you put the money in at the right time, you good. It's just a matter of us, you know what I'm saying, doing our due diligence. The pain and suffering that comes from staying up at night, right? The pain and suffering that comes from missing, you know, certain events. Well, I'm not about to go out here and party and whatever else. The why? Hey, SHALAM, because I'm making that sacrifice to do what? To invest in myself. That's what we have to be willing to do, of course, though. But we let the love of money drive us instead of having brotherhood. That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, I almost said Phil Jackson. What was his name? Jesse Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds probably horrible that a woman don't give a damn about what they doing. I don't focus on them. Why? Because my brothers and sisters have need for food and clothing and shelter. You understand? I was being told a story about how brother wasn't even able to give, you know what I'm saying, Pampers for his child. And he lost his life, you know what I'm saying, trying to find a means to do that. So this, what we build up, can put food on the table for our brothers and sisters. Can provide diapers, you know what I'm saying, for our brothers and sisters, though. But we have to be willing to say, it's not about my wealth. What the hell, Jay Morrison is out here, you know what I'm saying, driving what type of vehicles? Having $2,000 luncheons? The love, read the scripture out.
For the love of money,
Call it out.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
For the love of money is the root of all evil. Why is the love of money the root of evil? No, why is it? That's the question.
Because I do money. So, I know you ain't gonna think about nothing else.
How many brothers and sisters have you heard, you know what I'm saying, have died over dice games? You feel me? Like $500? A Tickle Me Elmo doll. Was that like 2000, 2002? Tickle Me Elmo doll. I heard about people being killed over a damn doll, a toy for Christmas. It makes no sense that somebody's going to lose their life over a toy. Wait, Black Friday. Are you kidding me? People lost their lives over a sale, Black Friday? It makes no sense. It makes no sense that our brothers and sisters, I'm saying, will lose their life over a few dollars. Sisters that will go into the strip club and say, stripping for dollars. You have brothers and sisters that will go OnlyFans. Why? It's good money. When you hear, like I seen this one sister, I said, whoa, she got an OnlyFans page? And I was like, what the hell happened? You know what I'm saying? That she has an OnlyFans page. She's an artist. She does music and everything else though. She got one song that's like, boom, off the charts. And the city was just like, yeah. And guess what happened? She has an OnlyFans page. Wow. Your local hero, your local town person, you're going to for OnlyFans page. The love of money. You know how many young girls that she could have inspired? You know how many young, you know what I'm saying, women who look to, oh man. But what'd she do? OnlyFans. Cat bringing out all the time though, the young sister, you know what I'm saying, the moment she turned 21, she went from singing whatever, you know, pop power, you know what I'm saying, songs to what? Like that's what happened. 21, boom. Why? Because sex sells. She's now old enough, you know what I'm saying, to go ahead and, you know, sell sex. When she just was a children's influencer. She still is. You go from, you know, oh, look, it's little Raven Simone. Whatever TV show she played on to suddenly like, oh my gosh, Raven has no clothes on. Seen her in some type of sex video. What the hell? What do you expect the children to do? How do you expect them to respond? We cannot have brotherhood when we are focused in chasing after money. It drives us apart. It doesn't bring us together. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying, keep us, you know, united. The focus of money is what will drive wedges between family. What's the Big Mama's house? Big Mama's house? Wasn't that big fight about money? We know that there's money in here somewhere. I don't know if it was in the piano or if it was under the stairs. Everybody was trying to find the money. I don't know who found it. I don't know where it was. Big Mama died too. Just remember that. If you didn't remember. But the division, the wedge that came through came from what? Love of money. And that's what we see today. We'll push Planned Parenthood, which is going to what? Push the abortion of our babies, the abortion of our children. Young men that would grow up in what? Be defenders of our families, of our households. Oh man, listen, I can get, you know, this money over here. All we got to do is just sign off on this bill for abortion. So you're going to compromise for some money? That's what Donald Trump did. He went into the church and told our religious leaders to do what? He told them, you know what I'm saying, you tried everything else, why don't you try me? Donald Trump comes from money. And he has a lot of money. So therefore, people started to follow after their money. That doesn't fix the problem. It makes us like, I'm not about to let you mess up my money. I'm not about to let you mess up my bread. These are things, you know what I'm saying, that we need to correct. We need to change. Keep reading that.
For while some covet after, they have erred from the faith.
They have what?
They have erred from the faith.
Why? Because they have what?
Erred from the faith.
No, they have covered after. They have coveted after. Hey man, listen, you can't show up to camp. Why? Gotta get this money. You can't show up to class. Why? Gotta get this money. Before you know it, it becomes you ain't in class. You come to Sabbath. Holy. Why is that? Chasing after this money. It causes us to earth. It causes us, you know what I'm saying, to compromise. It causes us not to be honorable and to have integrity. So you cheat your brother. You know what I'm saying? You rob and steal from your brother. You don't pay your tithes. Why? Because you're urged from the faith. Coveting after money. That's the problem. Keep reading.
And pierce themselves through with many sorrows.
They pierce themselves through with many sorrows. Like, so when we look at, you know what I'm saying, the Bible, we look at the scriptures, of course, though. If we were to what? Not just focus on ourselves. What should we do? Give me Isaiah chapter 9 and 16.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err.
The leaders of our who?
For the leaders of this people cause them to err. And they that are led of them are destroyed.
They are what?
They that are led of them are destroyed.
So it says, the leaders of our people cause them to err. And they that are led of them are destroyed. Why is that? Why is that?
Because they come after money.
They come after money. Like our focus isn't about suffering one another, right? Our focus doesn't become building up this people. It'll become, well, I gotta go here. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, if we get this money, then I can do this. How many times have you seen police officers, right? Things don't turn out the way they want. But they got into it, why? People from our community, they go to become police officers, why?
So that's why people. Initially, that's why people.
The intention is, I'm going to help our brothers, right? The politicians are in the politics saying what? No. They claim that they're there to, help the people, right? I can speak for the people. I can go there and I can make change in policies for what? I give them this to get what? We'll give them this segment of the city so that they'll owe me, right? We get promises. We get lip services. But we don't actually get what we need. I mean, I hate to say it, but $6.5 million? That's not a whole lot. But, I mean, you can make some money with that. I mean, I don't want to double dip, but if you telling me that, matter of fact, look at that, the I.S.U.P.K, right? We look at the work that we do. Yeah, it's like it, sir. Yeah, I was thinking that we could do this, that, and third. Kind of like, yeah, go ahead and do it. So we get to go ahead and go do it. But it's not because I'm getting paid. It's volunteer. You know what I'm saying? I could be spending time with my rib. I could be spending time with my son. But guess what? My brothers and sisters, they need the right knowledge according to scriptures. They need that guidance. So that when they go into that slave and they're being told, hey sis, you should cut your hair. Hey, or they won't speak to you like that. I'm saying, well, Johnny, you're just not professional enough. What do you mean? Well, your beard is a little unkept. Wait, what about Habib over here? Well, it's part of his religious belief. He's a Sikh. Whatever. You don't tell him to take his, turban off. But you tell me that I gotta cut my beard? That I'm not credible because I got long hair? God damn. We start to compromise, ourselves. Hey, listen, man, this is what you should do. Go ahead and document that. You know what I'm saying? You had your beard before you got hired. It's part of your religious beliefs. What's the problem? That becomes discrimination. Hey, by all means, I'm not giving any legal advice either. So those of you who are out here, you know, seek counsel, get counsel. Get counsel on whatever the case, whatever the situation may be. You know what I'm saying? Just don't run off and say, well, I watched the video and Don Mom said, hold up. Every situation is different. You understand? So if you got something going on with your slave, you know what I'm saying, call the number to school, get counsel, ask for counsel. Real quick while I'm at it, before I forget, let's not forget that there is going to be the cookout. New York City, the Harlem cookout is going to be in New York City. I posted a link in the beginning of the class. So make sure y'all definitely check that out and post it again. All right. Make sure to go up there and donate. Well, we have the scripture breakdown with YAHANNA on that Friday, the 26th. Camp in Times Square, 27th. The cookout is going to be on 28th. So, you know, make sure y'all make arrangements so that y'all can be there and have a glorious time though. I'm definitely, you know what I'm saying, doing what I can so I can be there myself though. So if you need help and assistance, all you gotta do is what? Open up your mouth and ask. Pick up the phone and ask. All right. So let's not forget we got the cookout in New York City this weekend too. Coming up in Connecticut this weekend in Connecticut. YAHANNA is going to be in Connecticut now. So that is going to be solid. It's going to be groundbreaking. So do what we can, you know what I'm saying, to get down to Connecticut for that. Matter of fact, today is the night. All right, this weekend. That's this weekend for sure. Precept that you was reading, read that one more time out.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
Mm-hmm. Right. The Most High, you know what I'm saying, he ain't happy about that. He ain't happy about seeing our brothers and sisters destroyed. He's not happy about seeing, you know, us suffer. But here's what happened, right? We get all upset and angry with one another. And there's no reason that we shouldn't be. Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. Actually, jump up to verse 20.
Matthew, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verses 20. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
There's often times in which that we walk around here, we think that what? We're being more righteous, right? We think that we're keeping the law, that we're better. But we're not. Remember how I said in the very beginning? We won't show compassion to a brother or sister, though, but we want compassion to ourselves. You think, you know what I'm saying, that you in the church, that you're doing better than the brother that's out here in the corner. But if you was paying attention to the class last night, though, you'll find out, you know what I'm saying, that it's those that are undesirable of the society, of the people. The murderers, the rapists, you know what I'm saying, the thieves, the robbers, the strippers, the prostitutes. Most High wants to raise them up. Ones that are lost and dead, because they have a story to tell. They have a, as we would say, a testimony. Look, I was on drugs. I don't know if you saw the I don't know if you saw the clip. The sister was just like, She was in the church and she was testifying in front of all the church. She said, "Give him honor and praise. I was out here sucking rod." They grabbed the mic from her so quick. Anybody that got a real testimony? Anybody got a real testimony? The sister's saying how she was delivered from out here being a hoe, from out here being a whore or a prostitute, which is against the scriptures. So that they'll hold themselves, you know what I'm saying, as if what? That they're righteous, but guess what? She used to be a hoe. She used to be a prostitute. Where do you think what did you think is going to happen to her now? You think she's going to no longer be a hoe? You think she's going to stop being a prostitute? She'll probably go right back into the same behavior that she was before. Why? Say that again? All right, Con. More. It's like an act, right? They get up in there and they dance. You know, shout and scream, "Oh Lord, thank you, Jesus." And guess what? They go right back out there selling drugs, like having sex with whomever, and they pretend as if they're brotherly. They pretend as if they have sisterhood. But what happened? Oh man, did you hear Sister Shanika went up there and she said that she used to suck rye? I knew that. You know what I'm saying? I knew that. And guess what was going to happen? The deacons in the church were like, "Oh, really now? Sister, we're going to have a prayer, sister." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to turn into a situation in which where instead of, and this goes back to Big Mama's house. You remember Big Mama's house? I don't know if have you seen it?
I mean,
Oh, good night. Man, you gotta go check it out. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? Big Mama house, you know what I'm saying?
talking about Martin.
Nah. Okay, maybe I got the mixed up. I'm talking about the one where the mama died, you know what I'm saying? Big Mama house, Sunday dinner.
Talking about soul food.
Soul food, salami. I'm over here talking about. you see where I be at?
It's like 3 Big Mama houses. I'm like,
I was like, yeah, you know what? I kept saying Big Mama house. He said, Martin, no, I'm talking about soul food, soul food. You know what I'm saying? She had money somewhere up in there stashed away, of course. Big Mama, why don't you know what I'm saying? That's absolutely horrible. How does, you know what I'm saying, this is how destroyed we are. We can't even have, you know what I'm saying, you know, Big Mama without messing around, turning it into Tyler Perry or Martin Lawrence. Because they made us for the love of money. For the love of money. God, I was trying to talk about soul food, but guess what? Big Mama has become Martin Lawrence. Big Mama, you know what I'm saying, has become Tyler Perry. That's a problem. That's a problem. You feel me? Like, I remember I was thinking, sidebar real quick though. I remember I was thinking, oh yeah, this brother ain't never put on a dress. This brother ain't never, goddamn, too Wong Fu. What's his types? He was in a dress. He was a drag queen. I was just like, Kevin Hart, nope. I was like The Rock, nope. He was the Tooth Fairy and he was something else. God damn. I mean, I thought I found, you know, a couple actors, you know what I'm saying, that ain't never, you know what I'm saying? Nope. I was like Chris Rock. Pookie. Wait, hold on. He did put on a dress. God damn. All right, what about Jamie Foxx? Nope. Geronimo. I mean, like, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. Captain Zariat messed me up when he did that lecture, you know what I'm saying, no homo. He brought out that 6 degrees of separation. I don't know what it is. I think that's the name of the movie. 6 degrees something with Will Smith in his early days. I saw that just quick scene. I said, God damn. It was bad enough that he did Wild Wild West. He put the dress on. But it went from Wild Wild West to put that movie came out. Shanae. I mean, you know, it goes, the list goes on and on and on. But we compromise ourselves, you know what I'm saying, for the love of money. We compromise, you know what I'm saying, who we are for the love of money. But Soul Food, you know what I'm saying, was the movie I was talking about. So when I was talking about the one girl that used to be like a hoe, whatever, the cousin, I forget what the cousin's name is, though. But she had sex with the husband while he was playing Faith. I think her name was Faith. You know what I'm saying? What happened? They was quick to judge and everything else. So the same thing that happened in that, the same thing that happened in the church. The sister's like, oh, I've been delivered from sucking rock. And they snatched that mic up from her so quick. So guess what's going to happen? The women in the church is going to persecute her. The woman in church is going to try to stone her. The woman in the church, you know what I'm saying, is going to try to get her away from their husband. Why? Because their husband is going to try to get her to come suck their rights instead of, you know, fixing the issues and problems that sister got going on. You understand? That is what we have to remember. Because those of us that think that we're better than the Sadducees, better than the Pharisees, we just like those cats in the church. You understand? Keep reading. Verse 21.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 21. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time.
You have what?
Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time.
So who said the law was done away with? You understand? Everything that Yahawashi, this is Yahawashi speaking, right? Ye have heard it was said by them of old time. Why is he referencing, you know what I'm saying, them of old time? Why is he referencing Moses? Why is he referencing Jeremiah? Why is he referencing Isaiah? Why is he referencing Obadiah? Because we should what? We should what? We should keep the law.
All the law.
Yeah, all the law. Not just some, not just parts. All the law. Go ahead.
And whosoever shall kill, oh no, it's like, thou shalt not kill. And
Wait. He's making reference to what?
To the law of Moses.
He's making reference to the law of Moses. It says, thou shalt not kill. Why is it important that thou shalt not kill? I mean, that's not just talking about the brother. Who is this talking? Who is this referring to? Who is this talking about? Thou shalt not kill. Who does this pertain to? All right. More specific.
Sure. Us.
More specific.
Israel.
More specific. I mean, let me ask you this. All right. Does that pertain to the police? Does it pertain to, is it exception, you know what I'm saying, for, you know, a woman trying to get abortion? That's an exception, right? You sure? Why not?
Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not kill.
Oh, okay. All right. Understand? Thou shalt not. So you see what I'm saying? Like, the point is, because we'll think of it as like, oh man, these brothers out here, you know what I'm saying, murder each other on the street. Well, what about the sisters though? They have more, there's more abortions, you know what I'm saying? They're protesting the right to kill our babies. Like, does that even make any sense? Why don't they get out in the street and start protesting the drug dealers? Why don't they say, You know what I'm saying? Get rid of drugs. No more sex, no more drugs. Want more sex, no more drugs. But they uphold, you know what I'm saying, the wrongdoing of our brothers, of our sisters. I want to be a hoe. Nah, sis. I ain't messing with you. Yo, we was up, you know what I'm saying? We was up in Albany, right? And we ran into a couple cats out there. We breaking it down to the brother, bang, 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 you know what I'm saying? Knock is going in. He just at the store grabbing some juice. And talking to his sister, nah, sis, this thing ain't loud. This isn't what the scripture says. We not chastising you, not like that, but we just making it plain and simple. Sister's just like, I don't know. It was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But she was just like, tell me more. Why do you say that? Why do you say this? Well, sis, you should come to class. You understand? And it's just like, well, nobody told me that. Nobody ever told me this. Our job, you know what I'm saying, is to make sure that we teach it across the board. You understand? We need to learn how to have some discipline. We need to learn how to have some decorum. Sis, it's not for you to have sex all day. Hey, it's not for you to have sex with every woman that you see. Every box, you know what I'm saying? You might as well start being homosexual if that's the case. You want to have sex with everybody all the time? For what? What else are you doing? So, thou shalt not kill. It's not just pertaining to the men, because we'll look at it as just like Von, King Von, right? We, Von. What is his songs about? Dropping bodies left and right. Yeah, he was on social media. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got 12. Like I literally watched the videos of him and this young sister. She was bad too. But nobody got justice for her. So she took it into her own hands. And she went out catching bodies left and right. I think she got about 18 bodies. Yeah. 18 bodies. Till they got hurt. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Thou shalt not kill. Beautiful young sister. Who, if you know what I'm saying, taught correctly, could have been CEO of the biggest financial institution on earth. With some discipline, you know what I'm saying, with some counsel, because she was suffering from the murder of her brother. You understand? Like, it's a tragedy where you hear our brothers and sisters being murdered left and right. But who goes out and speaks up for the children, for the babies that's in a woman's womb? Nobody. I was bringing it out last night. They're gonna try to charge the sister in California, you know what I'm saying, with murder. Probably for like 7 bodies. And they're gonna include the baby that was what? Unborn. What if they say, what sister with a car accident? Okay. It was crazy, 100 miles an hour. 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday. The one person that was there at the gas pump was pumping gas. The 11-month-old baby flies out of the car and lands at her feet. We got to get justice one way or another. So we don't charge her for that unborn child. What if she was going to a prenatal check to say, you know what? My child, you know what I'm saying, has some medical conditions that it's going to cost more, so it's better off that this child dies. now. End the suffering now. They're not going to charge her, you know what I'm saying, for murder. They're not going to charge the doctor for murder. But they're going to charge that sister, you know what I'm saying, for murder of the unborn child. Manslaughter. Scripture says, thou shalt not kill. It pertains not just to the men. It pertains to the sisters. Keep reading out.
And whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of judgment.
Shall be in what?
In danger of judgment.
How many sisters have died, you know what I'm saying, on the abortion table? How many sisters, you know what I'm saying, have suffered, you know, breast cancer and whatever other ailments, you know what I'm saying, that comes from having multiple abortions? You don't have to die immediately. But there are medical effects. There are brothers, you know what I'm saying, and this is the part, you know what I'm saying, where it says that the Most High, he desires, you know what I'm saying, the unwanted. Those of the society that was, hey, sis, go get that abortion. Here's $500. Go, sis, go get that abortion, you know what I'm saying, while she suffers and cries in pain by herself. That brother, you know what I'm saying, finally wakes up and realizes he was wrong. That sister finally wakes up and realizes that she was wrong. Lord, allow, you know what I'm saying, that they will not be punished because they woke up and found out, I should have never done it. Brother, saying, desire to society, destroy. Can you imagine what it would be like if our sisters stopped having abortions? No more abortions. I mean, they made a movie about no more babies. I forget what the name of the movie was. But they was just like, no more babies. And guess who had the baby? Sister. Probably had he might play the sister though, but it was a sister. She was walking around with child. The first baby born in 18 years. In the very beginning of the movie, the youngest person on the planet was shot and killed. God damn. The youngest person on the planet at 18 was shot and killed. They tracked that. It had been 18 years since a child had been born. And we out here free to nipple. We out here, women's liberation. What is it? A couple blocks over here. What is it, off of Geddes? Corner of Geddes and Fayette. There's a massive sign. I think it talk about. I think the sign says something about end child abuse or something like that. Someone came up there and said,
No, it was abortion.
"Oh, that was abortion."
Yeah, it was against abortion.
The sign was against, right? Yes, it was like end child abuse. You know what I'm saying? The ultimate child abuse, right?
So
God. So you know what somebody did? They went up there and spray painted, fighting for all human rights and liberties. Whoa, 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 whoa. That child, that unborn child, has no rights. Why? Make it make sense. It doesn't. We should go out there and promote, you know what I'm saying? Brotherhood across the board. How do we do that? If we out here thinking that we are better than the next, we're not understanding that we should be dead like the next. So you lived the perfect life before coming into the school, before coming into the truth. You ain't offend a brother or offend a sister. and be, what does it say? It should read the second half of that precept. And whosoever
And whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment.
shall be what?
In danger of the judgment.
Shall be what?
In danger of the judgment.
Shall be in danger of the judgment. Let's read verse 22.
But I say unto you,
But I say unto you,
that whosoever is angry with his brother
is what?
Is angry with his brother.
Is what?
Angry with his brother.
Did I not just bring it out saying that what? We think that we're better than the next, but you haven't kept the law perfect, have you? You haven't shown brotherhood across the board, have you? Okay. Keep reading.
Without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
So I'm just mad at you because I don't like the way that you looked at me. I'm upset and angry with you. Why? I don't have a cause. I don't have a purpose for being upset. But yet I am upset with you. What if the Most High was just upset with us? What if the Most High, I'm saying, was angry with us? God damn. That means that the Most High can just say, well, just put him to death. I think I was bringing the scripture out before. We talked about the Most High is patient. He has grace. But we won't show patience. We won't, you know what I'm saying, do that with one another. We have to learn, you know what I'm saying, to what? Be brotherly towards one another. The same way that you're patient with a child, aren't you? Why should that stop? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an adult. There are times in which that a child doesn't understand why. Because they're still learning. They're a child. So that goes away when you're an adult. If it's an issue, Salakia, sir. Salakia, sir. I spoke to the brother. He said, I would like to have counsel. Come. Make sure you let the brother know. Schedule the counsel. What's the issue? You know what I'm saying? Well, sir, he blah, 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 blah. Okay. Well, have you considered what may have caused him to do this? Did you ask him? Did you? Sir, I did. Well, have some patience. Like you were perfect when you came into school, right? You ain't have no flaws. You ain't have no issues. You understand? Like brothers and sisters, they have struggles. Whether you have an issue with white women, you know what I'm saying, because you just love white women, right? Now you come to school and you learn that they are off limits. There are people, you know what I'm saying, have other issues. They drink too much. And it's just like, you know how to be a drunkard. So you go to Passover and you just wine, drink the whole bottle. What about what's the whole deal? It's safe to get drunk, man. You know what I'm saying? You're just keeping the Passover. You be at the Sabbath service like, yeah, I'm a drink again for the next brother. La Yashala. You understand? So when it comes down to the scriptures, we have to make sure that we don't just hear it, but fully embody the entirety of the scriptures. It'll be something about the way that you walk, the way that you talk. Hey, I ain't never hear this brother, you know what I'm saying, speak like that about women. I ain't never hear that sister, you know what I'm saying, speak like that about her husband or men. I don't see her up in the face of other brothers, you know, or other men. You understand? Like there's a way that we conduct and carry ourselves. Why? Because the law calls and requires it. Look, Hey, says, Shalom, how you doing? Oh, it's a while. Cool. Says, you got a man? No. Okay, so you dealing with anybody? No, I mean, I just got a friend. What's a friend? Well, you know, like we're not together or nothing. Oh, but you know, y'all hook up from time to time. Okay, no sweat. Listen, Islam says, you know what I'm saying? I'm not looking to deal with anybody, you know, that's dealing with anybody else. So I don't want to be disrespectful to your husband. No, he's just a friend. Yeah, you know, you have sex with him, that's your husband. There's no ring on my finger. So you telling me if I don't put a ring on your finger, I don't mean anything? But like I said, Shalom says, tell your husband, you know what I'm saying, come to class, check us out. You feel me? Hey, sis, come to class, check us out. Like there's a way, you know what I'm saying, in which that we should conduct and carry ourselves. Why? Because it all pertains to the Lord. People will start to see that difference. They'll see, you know what I'm saying, oh yeah, he used to, yeah, man, I used to see one right down there, you know what I'm saying, in front of the store all the time, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. He was always out there chilling, you know what I'm saying? He had a bottle. Yo, we used to be getting twisted. Man, he don't come around no more. He always be with them cats on the corner talking about some we the real Jews and whatnot. You feel me? Like, is that type of stuff, you know, that goes on. Patience and understanding. People will start to see it. Go ahead, keep reading.
And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah,
say what?
Rakah,
Mm-hmm.
shall be in danger of the council.
So whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, he's like, nah, bro, I ain't with that. Counsel has already been given, it's been had, of course. But you say, nah, I ain't hearing it. Well, brother, listen. You took this man's property. You don't feel like you did? Did you ask the sister? Did you inquire, you know what I'm saying, about if she had a man? No. And you still slept with her anyways. That's adultery. That's adultery. It says it in the scriptures. No, it's not. I didn't. Man, she said she didn't have a man. All right. You're in danger of the county. Because now we don't want some cat like that around us. We don't want somebody like that around Israel. Because what happens? What happens, you know what I'm saying, if you let somebody like that around stay around? All right, let me put it to you like this. What happened, you know what I'm saying? What happened with what happened to Israel when they was around the other nations?
They want to be like, they want to be just like them. Do what they do.
All right. If you remember, you know what I'm saying, I believe it was in First Kings. First Kings, where after the king died, the new ruler came in place. They weren't keeping the laws. They weren't keeping, you know what I'm saying, the traditions. They started to act like everybody else. So Moab, who was amongst them, they started to do what? They started to plot against them. They lost respect. They didn't look at, you know what I'm saying, Israel is like, oh man, the Lord is with them. It's just like, oh, okay. Yeah. I went from eating, you know, lamb and goat. I've been through a little bit of swine up in there. The price was right. So they're not keeping the law, huh? They're not keeping the Sabbath, huh? Oh yeah. So they don't got the protection of the Most High. You know what? We should take it. Let's go ahead and take it. What happens? What happens? We would be overthrown because we started, you know what I'm saying, to follow after the other nations, the other customs. It'll spread and keep spreading. You understand? That's why Jehu went, did what he did. Oh man, y'all niggas out here being wicked. He fell to his own devices too, but it's just like, we're gonna cleanse the land. Off with their heads. I can't imagine, you know what I'm saying, that's where Alice in Wonderland comes from. Oh, be surprised. Probably somewhere here in the scriptures. Jezebel, whatever. Go ahead, Al.
But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire.
Danger of what?
Hellfire.
Good night. You go lay down with another man's woman. Yeah, hellfire. You sleep with her, not suddenly, you know what I'm saying, you got herpes. You got AIDS. You got HIV. You got the power. Because instead of keeping the law, instead of, you know what I'm saying, following after the Bible, instead of doing as you're told, you think that you're better. So you're deserving. That sense of entitlement is there. Remember the Sadducees and Pharisees, right? And if you look at that today, what about now? Keep going.
Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother hath aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift.
Do what?
First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift.
Don't come to the Most High. Don't try to come to the Most High. Go deal with your brother first. It makes no sense, you know what I'm saying, that there's an issue with you and your brother. And then you go out and try to, the people. Deal with that issue first. Deal with what's going on with your brother. Understand? Because if you don't do that, if you don't do it, then what?
In danger of judgment.
In danger of judgment. Because why? What's this class about? You don't have brotherhood. If you don't have brotherhood, why shouldn't you be put to death? Why should the Most High spare you? You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 25. Agree with thy adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Verily I say unto you, thou shalt by no means come out.
You too out. No, I wanted you to verse 24. So like,
Leave there thy, verse 24. Leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift.
Right. The Most High, I'm saying, you're not going to receive it. He's not going to receive that gift. If you have done, I'm saying, you have an altar against a brother, what? Why shouldn't you? You understand? You're going to come before the Most High, I'm saying, but there's an issue. Remember Cain and Abel? Where's thy brother? Remember my brother's keeper? Don't try to bring an offer, I'm saying, that you done did all types of whatever. All right? With that, pass the class over to priest of capital design. Oh, God. All right. Aki and my clock, I'm saying, let's not forget that there is there's the cookout coming up. All right, that is going to be the 26th through the 28th. So, I.S.U.P.K security announcement. I.S.U.P.K security announcement. We're at Israelite School, University Park. We're now starting at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brothers and sisters. There's new brothers and sisters in school. They're offering them for 6 months. They're here to share themselves in the world. All right, if they need certification, the teacher will arrange it. The brother or sister is interested in a particular brother or sister, he or she must get permission from the head to marry or to talk to a brother and sister. After 6 months, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes is commandments. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 and 10. Matthew chapter 10. Malachi chapter verses 3 through 10. 8. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. My actual 10% of any increase, which means 10 in Hebrew, 10th in Hebrew, gives to treasure property teacher, priest from funeral offer, priest not mandatory, but sort of amount of alike. So once again, not to forget that the Harlem cookout, the New York cookout is coming up. So make sure you make arrangements to do that and be there. And also, General Muhammad is going to be in Connecticut the 12th. So he's going to be in Connecticut. So make sure you check it out. It's like the 11th through the 13th. God, 11th through 13th though. So make arrangements with that. If anyone wants to be in Trooper School, start wearing our black boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. That one person to the individual. Imagine. By Shabbat. Imagine. Rock. Y'all by Shem, y'all shy, rock thumb.
Y'all by Shem, rock thumb.
As a Matthias, saw one person to the sisters. The Israel, Imagine. By Shabbat. Imagine. Rock. Yahweh Shamar, Alabama by Shem, y'all shy. As a Matthias, hands down. Class dismissed.